Joining me now is the former Glory welterweight champion of the world, my broadcast colleague, Joseph Valtellini. Let's break down Rico Verhoeven. No one's going to do it better than you, at least we hope so. That's why we brought you on the show. What makes Rico Verhoeven so special?
Well, I've got to fight on many cards with Rico, and what makes him so good is that he constantly gets better. We saw him first enter Glory at Glory 4 Tokyo, and he lost to Semi Schilt, which, asking him about it, he said that was actually a good confidence booster for him. For those who don't know, Semi Schilt is probably one of the most dominant kickboxers in kickboxing history.
He's a monster.
He's huge, he's tall, and people have a hard time with his reach. And when Rico fought him, he was such a young kid. So learning from that fight, Rico got a lot of confidence. He said after that fight, he knew he could fight anyone in the world. If he was able to fight the giant and not get knocked out and able to go 3 rounds with them, he can fight anyone anytime. So that gave him the most confidence that he could possibly continue to go on. And then we saw him just dominate and tear the division from there on.
Yeah, that was the only fight he's ever lost in Glory. 15 wins overall in Glory, just 1 loss. What fight was it, though, where you saw Rico and you thought this guy is going to be the real deal?
Well, his first start at Glory 11 Chicago, you saw him enter a 4-man tournament that had Daniel Guida, Goken Saki, and he was able to beat both of those guys in 1 night. From that, it catapulted him to Glory 17 Last Man Standing, where it was a cool experience for me because that was the day I won my world title alongside Rico. So
you won a world title?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I checked. But yeah, Rico was just so dominant, and that's when I knew this guy was going to be a star. He was big. He knew how to talk in front of a camera. He had the personality, and he had just the technique to just blow through anyone. He's powerful. He's got good distance control, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He knows how to control the fight. Most fighters go in and you ask them how they're going to beat their opponent. It doesn't matter to Rico. Rico fights his way, and he just dominates every time he does.
I know you love low kicks, but Rico's low kicks are on another level. What is it like to get hit with a low kick by Rico Verhoeven? Well,
you got to look at the size of his legs, but a lot of it is accuracy. He's very accurate with his low kicks. Yes, he has the big legs, but he's very strategic in when he lands it. So a good low kick is about timing. So when you see Rico land it, it always has good precision and good timing, and he mixes it up. He just doesn't throw to the lead leg. You'll see him go to the back leg. He finished Anderson Braddock Silva by hitting the back leg of a low kick, which is one of the hardest low kicks to land.
And we saw what he did to Bigfoot Silva in China. The sounds of those low kicks were just echoing throughout the arena.
Yeah, and it was actually the low kick that set up the finish, and that's when he was able to finish with his boxing. Once you have someone's legs hurt, especially from a big leg like that, you're not moving forward.
Well, Joe, as far as all-time rankings go, people love this stuff. Where does Rico rank among the great heavyweights in kickboxing?
Well, kickboxing, the heavyweight division is always the biggest, most popular division like you find in boxing. And historically, there's been so many successful big names in kickboxing, like Ernesto Hoost, Peter Aerts, you have Jerome LeBanner, Andy Hoog. And the more Rico wins and he shows his dominance, he's right up there. You could easily put him with the greatest within the sport.
In the UFC, you think George St. Pierre, you think Anderson Spider Silva. You know, we used to think John Jones before he melted down. But is Rico among those type of class fighters?
Well, definitely. You got to look. He's on a 14-fight win streak. He's on his 6th title defense. He just keeps winning. Until there's someone who could even give him a challenge, you got to put him as one of the greatest so far.
Live on UFC.tv, Saturday, December 9th. It's Jamal Big Ben Zadie.
I beat him once, he's nothing.
Taking on Rico, the king of kickboxing, Verhoeven for the heavyweight title.
Yeah, it's redemption.
Glory Redemption, Saturday, December 9th, only on UFC.tv.